I came to do Iboga because I was an emotional mess. I had suffered child abuse, physical, sexual, emotional, and tried dealing with that all my life and kind of thought I had a grip onto it until my mother passed away about 4 years ago, and I was just ripped wide open again. I was at mental health 3-4 times a week. I was at a point in my life where I just didn't want to live that way anymore. I wasn't happy. I was in constant agony. I just didn't want to live that way anymore. And I had actually heard about Iboga in regards to addiction, and doing research into it, I had come across where it was also being used for post-traumatic stress disorder. So I decided to give it a try. And a year ago was the first time that I came and I did Iboga, and it totally did change my life. For one thing, I was a 42 years smoking cigarettes, which was another thing I didn't like about my life. And as many times as I tried to quit smoking, I never could. I would throw away full packs of cigarettes and vow, that's it, I'm done. And 20 minutes later, I'd be in my car off to the store to buy another pack. Long story short, I haven't smoked cigarettes since the 29th of November of last year. Iboga is a lot of work. It's as magical as it is. It doesn't do all the work. You know, it really gets to the bottom of your issues, and it brings them all back up, and it's painful going through it. But when you come out the other side, you come out the other side another person. And a year ago when I did do it, and as much help as it did give me, I knew I wasn't done. I knew it hadn't finished working onto me, and really had to come back. And I came back and did Iboga again. And I just feel so differently today, you know, like I feel confident. I feel like I can face the world, and I'm happy. I just feel happy. The knots are gone out of my stomach. The anxiety is gone for the first time. And I would recommend it to absolutely anybody. And as far as the place that I chose to come, here with Mark, you'll not find a better place. Like, to me, this is just the most amazing hospital ever. And believe you me, I have been in many, many hospitals, psych wards, and I have never been treated like this. Like, absolute royalty. Every need I had was met. One evening we were sitting around talking, myself and some of the other patients, and one of the guys that was here for drug abuse was saying how amazing it was that all us strangers could come together and just love one another the way we were. And I had said to them, you know, like, from the moment I walked into the door of this place, it was all I felt was love and acceptance. There was no judging. I just knew they wanted to help me. And yeah, like, you'll not find a better place. If you or someone you love have addiction problems, post-traumatic stress, even health. I smashed my arm back in '81 and never got full mobility back of my arm. And by the jumping after Iboga, my left arm is no different than my right arm. It actually took 4 pins. I don't know if you can see the scar or not. 4 screws and 2 pins to put this back together. And I was told I'd never get the full use of it back, but what, 36 years later, my left arm is every bit as good as my right arm. And thanks to Iboga.
What do you think is an important lesson that you learned that you can take home with you to help keep this happiness?
I feel the Iboga in me. And when I have an issue, I plan on going deep within, like the Iboga taught me, and dealing with that issue. And you know, what Iboga does is so hard for anybody to believe who hasn't done it. You know, I know it's going to help keep my heart clean, and it's going to help keep me grounded. You know, the calm that I feel. You know, there's so many things changed about me. You know, the anger and the rage that I had with so many people in my life is just totally gone, and has just totally changed to understanding and empathy and trying to understand where these people came from, and just totally changed me. You know, it replaces hate with love. It helps you to understand.
10 seconds left.
Just certainly something that's very magical, and highly recommend it to anybody with addiction.